Hey, what's going on, guys? It's TBNRFrags, aka Preston here, and welcome to my newest series where I go through all of the maps in Modern Warfare 3 and give all of these spots a name and a purpose, otherwise known as a callout spot. So, what you guys are looking at right now is a diagram I have put together of Arkaden, and I have all of the map spots, or all the callout spots labeled for you guys, and you'll notice about 3 of them have an asterisk after their name, and that's because I had to shorten them because either the name was too long or it wasn't going to fit very well in the diagram, and I added over a legend for them at the bottom left hand corner so you guys can see what the names and the callouts are really called. So anyways, let's go ahead and get down into the spots, and I'm going to go over them really quick with you guys. Alright guys, I have a total of 30 callout spots on the map Arkaden, so we better get cracking. So the first spot we're going to be talking about right here is called Statue, and you can see obviously from the statues right here, all the way to down right here is Statue, and you can call this Statue Stairs. Lots of times you have snipers, people with ACRs, MP7s, they're kind of chilling right here, you know, they got this nice little line of sight, and if you just call Statue, your teammate will be able to know where he is and take him out with ease. So the next spot we're going to be moving on to is actually a series of spots. It is going to be called T1 all the way down to T4. T obviously standing for truck, so we got T1 right here next to T2, and then all the way down to T3, and then finally T4. And this one actually doesn't even show up on the diagram of Arkaden, so it's a little bit of a sneaky guy. And alright, so we're going to move on to our next spot over here, and this entire little house right here is going to be called Bar. And lots of times you have snipers, LMGs, basically people of any gun, any kind of class setup will sit back here and try to lay waste to you, or anybody going right here. So if you have a buddy that calls, you know, he's sitting behind Bar, then you'll know exactly where he is. So the next spot we're moving on to, it's called Cargo, and you can either call this Cargo or Cargo Stairs. I prefer just to call it Cargo, just because, you know, I like keeping things short and sweet. Alright, the next spot we're moving on to is Balcony, and so this entire area is Balcony. Lots of times you have people camping up here with claymores, bouncing betties, shotguns even. I mean, there's some crazy campers right here, and this is a really helpful callout spot. Last spot in this area, this spot right here, this entire, like, I guess cracked out or broken little, I don't even know what to call this. This entire area is called Mound, and reminds me of a nice little dirt mound for some reason, except it's with rubble, and it's a really good vantage point for most snipers if they're trying to look down right here. If anybody comes down here, lots of times I'll sit right here and wait for people to push up, and it's a really good callout spot. So moving on to our next spot right here, this entire little area right here is called A-Link, and the reason why we call it A-Link is because the bomb site in search and destroy and demolition is about right over here inside the little shop right there. And so, you know, easy way to call this is just A-Link. Alright, so moving on, we have shops. And you can see right here, this nice little shop and store right there. Looks like some headphones. Moving on here, looks like you got a sneaker store. And so this entire area is called shops. All the way, this entire area inside here is just going to be called shops. Next spot moving on to, we have Escalators, which is just right down here. Really easy call out. You guys probably use this and you don't even know it. And you say it with your buddies all the time. So right here, we got a nice little perfume shop. And so this entire area, all right here is just going to be called Perfume, and that entire area, like I said, is called Shops. Alright, so moving on, we're going to go ahead and move inside here, and this area is called Construction, and it's in the diagram, it's labeled as Con, which is, you know, just short for Construction, because I wasn't able to fit the entire thing in the diagram. So this entire area is Construction. Moving on, this area is called Lift. Obviously, we got the forklift in here, but you don't want to call it forklift. It's much easier just to call it lift. So this area right here is called Lift. These stairs right here, you can see there's 2 stairs. There's 2 sets of stairs. So these are going to be called 1-2 stairs. Obviously, this is going to be 1, and this is going to be 2. So you can say he's at, you know, he's at the first staircase or he's at the second staircase of 1-2 stairs. And now moving on, we have the generator. So this little blue thing, there's some generators back here. So we're going to call this entire area right over here is all going to be generators. Until about this little hazard ramp right here, we're going to be calling this area crate. So we got this little crate back here. Well, most of the time, people like to sit back here and camp if you're playing Search and Destroy. So you can call this entire area crate. But if you know somebody's in that crate, you can be like, hey, man, he's in the crate. Can you take him out for me? And he'll be like, all right, bro, I'll take him out. So moving on to our next area, we have this area, and this right here, you know, it's a nice little, looks like a bedroom shop almost, and we're going to call this entire area Cloth, and I figure, you know, it kind of, I couldn't really think of a good name to call it. I actually wanted to call it Thrift Store, but I thought that was kind of lame, so we're going to be calling this whole entire area Cloth. And moving on, we got some soda machines right here. So obviously this area right here is going to be called soda. Simple as that. This right here, this little connector, this little hallway is going to be called connector. Simple as that. Nothing to it. Super easy. And right here, we got a nice little jewelry store, and it's called KW. So this area right here, this is about where perfume cuts off to KW and then KW stairs. Once again, a really easy call out. And then moving on outside, we're just going to call this entire area mid. And, I debated about calling this area, airplane or, tail fin, something like that. But I figured, it's in the middle of the map. Easiest way to get the call out going on is just be calling this mid. And the last callout we have right here is called wood. And you can see there's nice little wooden glossy planks right here. So I figured this entire carpet stretch, separating wood from, soda from wood to mid right here, and then all the way to bar is a really good call-out spot. And we're not done yet. I know I said this was the final call-out, but we have 3 more spots to go over with. And right now, you're looking at the diagram for part 2. And we're going to go ahead and dive into it right now. All right, so the spot that we're looking at right now is going to be, I forgot what I call it. Okay, this entire area right here is, let me actually go over to the diagram. I actually left it open. I forgot to click on it. Okay, right here, this is called lounge. So obviously, we got some chairs right here. We got some ashtrays. We got a nice little, I guess like a champagne beer bar. I don't even know what to call this. But since we already have another area on this map being called bar, we're just going to call it lounge. So this entire area from right here all the way to right here is being called lounge. And this area right here, all the way until these stairs right here, otherwise we call these as escalators, is going to be called garden. Obviously, we got some little plants going on right here, some funky stuff growing. I don't know what kind of stuff they're growing out here. I don't even know where this place is exactly. So this area right here is going to be called garden. You could even say garden steps if you wanted to, but to keep it short and sweet, we're just going to call it garden. And moving on to our final callouts of this map is cafe. So obviously there's a little burger joint going right here. I guess they're selling burgers, they're selling burritos, selling tacos. They got lots of stuff they're selling right here. It's a nice little cafe. And that is going to finish all of the callouts for Arkaden. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this series. I put a lot of time and effort into coming up with these diagrams and these spots. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it really is a lot. And I would definitely appreciate you guys clicking that like or that favorite button because this took a lot of time and effort. I've never put this much time and effort into one video out of all of my videos uploaded on YouTube. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you want to see more, make sure to comment below and leave a like letting me know that you do want to see more. So anyways, thanks for watching so much, guys. I will see you in other videos of mine or live streams. So peace out once again. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Peace.